Well, it's a touch blustery out here, boys and girls. I found that I am becoming rather kind of stuck in my ways as to where I'm going, seascape-wise. You become quite comfortable with locations you know, and not so much compositions, but certainly locations that you know. So I've decided to change things slightly. I'm just trying to set up a composition. Just bear with me a sec. I've not been to this particular location for, crikey, at least 10 years, if not 15 years. The sunrise is tremendous. I've no expectations of this location. If there's any wind noise, I apologise. It is ridiculously blowy. Very mild, but ridiculously blowy. Fanatical about sticks in water, as you know. But I thought we'd try rocks in water this time. Being a location I really don't know, it's a massive learning curve. That was interesting. I've been merrily nattering away to myself. Absolutely no concept of the fact that the battery had run out on my Zoom. God's sake, gal. Now I'm trying. I've turned round. I'll talk to you again about this bit over in a minute. I'm trying to shoot into the sun. Ugh, really not a good idea. Although actually, thinking about it, come on girl, use your head. Trying not to fall base over apex. If I move that there, that might actually work. Sorry, I'm just kind of talking to myself here. I need that in. So, I've opted for the 10 stop. I've clipped the sun just out of frame onto the left. Excuse the wind. Because there's no cloud cover there now. It is absolutely not doing... Let's try that. Not doing anything useful other than being really, really bright. And I know we shouldn't complain, but hey. I'm as close to the edge as I dare to get. Oh, I like that. I like that. That's a bit different for me. So, we've got this ledge moving out in a V shape. The sun is on the left-hand side. It's not even clipping. I'm really impressed with that. We've got clouds in the sky that are kind of mimicking this rock ledge. I'm doing a, I don't know, 5-second exposure. The sun is lighting up the greenery on this rock face, this ledge face. Yes. Oh, maybe I finally found something I'm actually happy with. Yeah, that's probably the image I'm happiest with. We've got 6 seconds f14, so if I go f16 and 5 seconds, I'm trying to keep it a little bit dark. I don't want it bright. Don't want it high key. Not enough water on that one. As I say, it's every 7th wave or 10th wave or something that really puts a load of water up here, even on a receding tide. That's quite dark and moody, I feel. Just faff with me out white balance a second. So yes, cutting the sun out has created a different feel to the image. With the wide angle, I'm getting lots of foreground, and then the nice shape out, and the bonus is those clouds that are almost mimicking the shape of the rock. It's really beginning to annoy me. That's better. Here we go. Try that. Oh no, not quite. Anyway, yes, that's good fun, that is. It's a shame it's portrait. Oh, try and shield the camera a little bit. Yeah, I definitely need to wait for a big wave to come in. So while I'm doing that, I want to turn you off. You watch, the second I walk away from here, flipping wave will come in. So much as I do love the old 6-stop and the 10-stop, I'm thinking that this location really needs to be all about catching some motion in the water. So the image I'm shooting now, we've got a ledge coming through coming out of the water, and it runs all the way into the distance out to the separate rocks at the far end. There's a series of ledges, which is quite good because giving me the opportunity to stand closer to the edge than probably is actually safe, but not get caught by a bloody wave. So at the moment I'm shooting towards the sun, not my favourite occupation as you are aware. Let's turn the other way, which has the added bonus that I am protecting the camera somewhat with my back to the wind, because this wind is still a little bit on the naughty side. I've taken the 6-stop off and I have just got a 0.6 grad on, which is somewhat doing my boxing because I put it in the wrong pigging slot. Let me check my filter holder off, that's better. Oh, that's the right sort of motion, so I'm at half a second f14. That's the right sort of motion. Just need a bigger wave to come in now. Come on, I just need one big one, that'll do. Where the waves are hitting against the rocks, there's a mass of just white foam, which is not really the effect I was after, but you have to work with what you've got. That's a little bit better. You can see motion in the water, which is what it's all about, boys and girls. And I was sort of inspired by a certain Mr. Heaton to come out and do this. Go to somewhere I've not been before. There's no storm here, obviously. But yeah, simple images. You're just using the waves and resisting the temptation to grab a 6-stop. That just needs to be a little bit longer. Try that. Right, you'll have to forgive me on this. I was merrily recording the piece to camera here, pulled the zoom out, batteries had died, so I'm going to try and replicate. Here, again, I'm using layering. We've got, this beautiful ledge face that again has got all the algae on it. We've got the water coming in at every 7th wave. We've got the headland just peeking in, and we've almost got some half decent clouds. Yes, when I was shooting this earlier, I was trying to use just the 6.6 grab to get a little bit of motion, to get the water trailing down. And at one point, because I was shooting on the 17 to 55, I've now swapped out to the 11 to 17, or 11 to 16 either. I was just using this stretch of rock. The sun was lighting up this orangey coloured rock as well as the greenery. I had no headland in, and I was just watching the waves as they came in and trying my hardest to capture a bit of the motion running back. I'd still love to go down there a bit further, but it's probably still just a little bit too dodgy with all these here waves. So yes, on this one, it's layered. We've got the first ledge with the algae, then we've got the second ledge which is bare of algae, but is an orangey colour and the sun is just hitting it. Then we've got the layer of rock that is, at some point, going to get some water on it. Not on this occasion. I've taken my self-timer down from 3 seconds to 2 seconds in the vain hope that I might actually be able to capture the water motion, because my reactions aren't very good. Sorry, I'm still trying to shoot the wind. But yeah, this is brilliant. Why haven't I been here before, peoples? I'm really enjoying this. This algae, there's an image here using this algae as foreground, because this is a really vibrant green, but I haven't quite figured it out. Oh, there's my phone. Just waiting for the waves. And the second I walk away, we'll get numerous waves. There is definitely something there. I don't quite know what yet. Yes, well worth the trip. Oh, excuse me. I might be tempted to do this at sunset because you get a lot longer at sunset to look around and see what's happening. Whereas sunrise, I mean, I was here at first light. There was very little point in me coming any earlier than first light because it would have been pitch blue and black and I wouldn't have seen anything. Which is a bit of an issue, really, isn't it? You need to be able to see what's going on, where your compositions are. But at sunset, you can rock up a couple of hours early and have a good scout around and see where you're at. Oh, yes, I do like that. That's better. Yeah. Oh, Mother Nature's helping me out no end here. Well, I found my composition using this. It's portrait, and obviously YouTube doesn't like portrait because it's not the right shape. So I can't really show you what I'm doing, but I'm hoping you can imagine. I am shooting at f14. I'm at 13.5mm. I've got the 6 stop and a 0.6 soft grad on, or it could be a hard grad or it could be a medium grad. The light is amazing. I'm just using, excuse the tripod leg, that section there. I've got a little bit of the headlight catching that glorious light. We've got this greenery absolutely glowing. Then we have this, which leads you into the image. I've managed to capture it with one of the huge waves that came in, so I've got some water on the right hand side, kind of balances everything out. And I'm almost debating whether I need to go down with the tripod. Because if I go down with the tripod, that should lose some of the empty sort of mid-ground where the water just isn't coming up. Oh. The bonus is I'm shooting away from the sun. Whee! Come on, that's better. That's more like it. Getting a little bit of a wet. Yes, so the lower the camera goes, I'm losing a little bit of this, which is kind of dead ground. And this is going to sound ridiculous, but it's got a feel of Vesterhorn about it. I might even go down a little bit more, just to try and lose that dead ground. Well, that dead ground is its empty ground. Oops. Now, I had 2 Weetabix before I came out, and I'm feeling starving. I can feel McDonald's coming on. So, let's have a look. That might just work a little bit better. The filter's fallen down a bit, that's better. To just encroach on you a little bit more. That's better. Yes, I'm really pleased. I've faffed and fannied around with that because it works beautifully. Oh. So what have we learned today then, boys and girls? As I walked down, I could see the colour developing, and I suppose it was, sunrise was about 20 past 6, quarter past 6, and it was no later than 10 to 6. And I could see the colour developing, and there was a lovely haze on the horizon, and my brain's thinking, great, that means I don't have to worry about cloning out the horizon. Apologies for the wind, not a lot I can do. Actually, just a second, I wonder if I sit at a slightly different angle. Hold on. Yeah, that'll do. See if that's any better. Oh, My brain was already ticking. Right, don't have to minimise, I don't have to blend the horizon because it's minimised with that sea threat. And I could see a first set of rocks, the far end of the brig, starting to show through, and I was thinking, yes. And then I got down there and the sky erupted, and I didn't have a composition lined up because I've not been here, as I say, in anger, ever. I came here with Andy, it's got to be 10 years, maybe 15 years ago, when I knew marginally less than I know now, and had marginally less skill than I have now. So I did a bit of a time lapse. I thought at least I've captured the colour, and then I went for a wander. Turning up at somewhere without any preconceived ideas except for I need to get an image because I've just travelled 2 hours, I've used fuel, I've got out of bed at daft o'clock, so I need an image. Even without preconceived ideas, it's actually possible to get surprising images. If you see something, shoot it. You don't know what you're going to get if you don't shoot it, and if you don't shoot it, you'll not get anything. The second thing I've learned is it's a big long way down there, and I'm positive it wasn't that bad when we came here before. Third thing I've learned is welly gogs are not compulsory down there. I think I would have been better off with my walking boots because they've got more grip. Going down that slope with minimal grip on your boots when it's sort of a mix of soil and clay was a bit hairy, to say the least. Coming up was a little bit drier because we've had this wind and it's dried stuff out, so it wasn't quite as bad as I thought it was, but my God, I don't need a leg workout after that. So yeah, I'm so glad I came. It's a fabulous place. As I say, I might, although we're on the wrong side of the country for sunset, I'm tempted, if there's a clear sky on the west coast and we've got a bit of cloud over here, I'd be tempted to go see if I could get something here, but not for a while because I need to recover from that walk. Anyway, boys and girls, have a lovely 2 weeks. Thank you for coming along. Fingers crossed the images have turned out, and I'll see you again. Toodaloo.